Alright, what's going on, guys? We're back with another Dokkan battle video, and today we're going to be talking a little about Golden Week. So the celebration is set to start tonight. So the 27th, around reset, right? We're going to roll right into the Golden Week celebration. So what we're going to do today is kind of talk a little bit about what we've seen so far, about what we can expect from Golden Week as of right now. So once Golden Week's actually announced, once we actually get the in-game celebration info, we will most likely see, a lot more events, a lot more things that are happening. But right now, this is the stuff that Dokkan gave us from the data download that we can expect to see, and we're just going to kind of walk through these and take a look. So obviously, we've got the new units coming out. The Goku and the Hit are set to drop early on the 28th, so about a few hours after reset, once the celebration kicks off, these guys are going to be in game and live to start summoning. So they are, like I said, they're set to drop on the 28th, and then we did also get the news for the we didn't get the news, but it's in the data, right, for the Super Easy A, for the Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku. Right, he's going to get his Super Easy A, but that's not going to drop until the 1st, right? So we'll definitely see that in game. I imagine there'll be a few more Easy A's to the celebration, probably the Kale and Caulifla, since they are featured on Hit's banner. Most likely the Hit and Goku LR. Those are some of the big ones that I see that could have a very high likelihood of happening during the celebration. So moving into the actual information for the content coming up, right? So there's a new challenge event, this Seriously Serious, the all-out battles. So this is set to be another challenge event. I think hopefully it should be pretty good. I don't know. I like the new challenge events. I like when they throw new stuff in there. So I'm hoping that this is actually, pretty tough to get through, or, it might be kind of like how the red zones go, where the first couple stages are decently easy, and then as it builds, it gets harder and harder. I don't know whether they're going to build through this celebration. I don't know whether it'll be maybe over the course of time they'll start to release more, kind of like the intensifying fights event, but I don't know, we'll see. So I'm kind of interested in seeing what they're going to do with this one here. There's going to be a new Ultimate Clash, so I think they're actually updating the enemies that you're fighting for this one versus the one we've been used to, right, where it finishes off with that metal cooler. So I'll be interested to see what the new enemies are and how tough these fights are gonna get, because Ultimate Clash is actually starting to get a little tough sometimes. And then we move into new Infinite Dragon Ball history. So stage 36. This is going to be the Rapid Growth versus Universe 6. New Daima stage is dropping. This is the first Demon World. And then we got some new missions for both of the Ultimate Red Zones, the Goku story, and the Vegeta story event. So we're going to take a look at all this stuff here in this video. So first off, we're starting off with the Seriously Serious all-out battles. So right now, there's only one stage, right, versus Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku. So we'll go up against him. All this stuff's going to get filled out, once the event actually drops. So we'll be able to see kind of what he does and how strong he is. Then we go into the mission, so it's just clear the mission, or clear the event. Then you've got clear it with 6 tournament participants, and then you've got to clear it with 6 Universe 6 category characters. And it says friend units do not count. So you have to have a full team yourself of tournament participants and Universe 6, which if you do the Universe 6 mission, you'll pretty much guaranteed to get the tournament participant one, right? So looking at their categories here, tournament participants, you got a lot of great options here. Obviously the new Goku, the new Hit, the Pikkon is really good, the Easy Aid Pikkon. You've got the Super Saiyan Kaioken Goku here. And then some of the 10th anniversary guys, right? You get the Frieza and Goku. I mean, you can use the Gohan, the Cell, the Easy A's for, the Cell and the Goku Gohan exchange unit. A lot of good options here. Then you go over to Universe 6, not as many choices here. So I don't know how hard this mission's going to be, but obviously the new hit's going to be very good. Not really sold on this Magetta. I'm not going to lie. I don't know how he's really going to be, but he looks like he's going to be absolute doo-doo. But I mean, you go in here and you could do, you know, Kefla's good. Vados could be an asset. You know, Kale, the Kale Caulifla, you know, the Tet Caulifla might be pretty good in here. She'll be dodging a lot, so she could be a good option. And then if you're struggling with this event, maybe later on, if these guys easy A, you know, you can throw them in there as an option as well. The next event's going to be the Infinite Dragon Ball History. So this is going to be stage 36. So we'll go down here. So this is the Rapid Growth Universe 6 edition. So it looks like you'll go through the stages, Caulifla, Kale. Then you'll do Super Saiyan of both of them, Kaba, Caulifla, Kale again, and then finish up on Hit. And we go all the way down here. We'll look at the missions for this. So obviously it's just get through the event. One of the other ones is completed within 14 turns. And then you've got the category missions, which is 3 all-out struggle or 3 accelerated battle. So those categories I don't think will be too complicated, right? This is the all-out struggle category. You know, you've got the Frieza Goku, you've got the Gohan, you've got the trio here, you've got the Super Saiyan 3 and the Super Saiyan 4 from the 10th anniversary. So you got some pretty decent picks here, and you only need 3, right? So you could probably build a team that's got all the same characters on there and make it a little bit easier. I mean, look, Accelerate Battle, you got the new Goku, you got the easy Ace for these guys, you've got Grade 8 Vegeta, the Vegito and Gogeta, that's pretty much GG. You throw them on the team, right? You'll pretty much storm through that event. So yeah, I don't foresee this being a very complicated Infinite Dragon Ball History to get through, right? So if you did something like, you know, you reign this guy, and then him, then you could throw in this guy, and where like you could throw him in there, and then you could throw him in there. Like it's dumb. You can make a pretty strong team out of this very easily. So yeah, I don't foresee this being much of an issue for most people, as long as you've got those 10th anniversary characters, right? The next stage is just the Daima story stage. This just adds in stage 10. This is just the first Demon World. You're facing off against the Genmari soldiers. I think I said that right. I can never get that right. Genmari, Genmari, I don't know. Then there's no new missions for this, right? It's just the stage. Complete it, get the stones, get out, and then it's just building up to the inevitable climax of Daima. So the next thing we're looking at is the Ultimate Red Zones. So the Goku Story Edition, right? There's no new stage. It's just going to be missions. So these are going to start on May 1st, right? So they're not starting right as the celebration starts. These are starting May 1st. And it's going to be to complete stage 10 for both, right? So it's these two here. So stage 10. One of them is going to be with 4 Universe 6. Another one's with 5 tournament participants, right? So you can run a full tournament participant team, have at least 4 of them be Universe 6, and you can clear this in one go, and then not really have to worry about it too much after that. And then you go into the Ultimate Red Zone for the Vegeta story, and same deal, right? No new stage, but it's going to be new missions starting on the 1st. So category stage 10, at least 5 full power, and then 5 tournament participants. So if you look at the full power category here, you know, you could build a team. You know, you've got the new Goku here. He does lead full power, but I mean, the Gohan Super Saiyan 2 is full 220, like out of the gate, right? So he's a good option. Then you've got the, you know, Gohan, Goku. You've got Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta from Daima, the Goku Frieza exchange unit. You know, the Namek Goku. You know, you've got some pretty decent options. And then you got Broly's, right? I mean, you've got Broly. You got all these Broly's here that are just, they run through shit. And then Beast down here. You can never forget Beast. You can never count Beast out. He's, for lack of a better term, he's a beast, right? So yeah, so I mean, that's really what I wanted to go over. Not a whole lot, right? I just wanted to make sure to get something out here, right? And just talking about these, so these also do start on the 28th as well. So these aren't going to start right as the celebration starts, but they will start the start of the next day, or the start of when the banners drop. All these missions will become available for these stages here. So yeah, I think that's really all I wanted to talk about today. The celebration starts tonight, so we're going to get more info on everything and get a better look at what all's coming up, and maybe get a little more on some things that weren't announced here during the data download. Yeah, I still can't believe that they waited until the day before the weekend to drop that data download, and they were completely silent all week long on anything coming up, and then just decided to drop everything all at once and saying, hey, here's all the stuff that you might see. Yeah, it's not a very good move by the Dokkan staff, but we move forward. We move forward from here. We got a lot of content coming up. Looking forward to summoning for these guys. I think they're going to be pretty good. I'm a little worried about the Goku and his damaging of himself, but we'll test him out, and we'll be the judge of it for ourselves. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for today, guys. So if you stuck around to the end of the video, I appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out with me. Like, subscribe, do the thing, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya.